Hi, I'm Marla with Clinical Cannabis today, and we're here at the Patients in Time conference in Tucson. And I have the pleasure of introducing you to Ingrid from Elements. She is a woman that is helped us with the movement from day one. We both have been on this long road, and I've just been to her facility, and it is beautiful. And she offers everything you could possibly want, and she's really giving the industry and the patients a service here. And so with that, I'm just going to hand the microphone to Ingrid. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you so much, Marla. Yes, it has been a journey. I remember when I met you a year ago and right around the Green Relief Expo, and we all were very excited about the dispensaries moving forward. And here we are a year later, still hoping, yes, still hoping and still in great anticipation. But we decided with Elements to open up a collective, a caregiver collective. We chose not to go the Compassion Club model, but to go with the caregiver model, which is basically connecting a caregiver with 5 patients. And so those caregivers, cultivating and non-cultivating, work together to service the patients in the collective. And we went into a location that was zoned for a dispensary, following and actually exceeding all of the protocols and processes that were required by the state. So it's been successful. I'm glad to say we're still open. We opened in November, and we've got quite a few patients that are there, and it's really cultivating caregivers and non-cultivating caregivers working together.
Great. And so since we all know that the big day's coming, May 14th, and there's going to be a lot of viewers out there that want to know, and can you tell us a little bit about your model and how people can get involved and open up an Elements dispensary then after the 14th, or apply for one, and kind of go through that process with our readers? Watchers, sorry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, basically what's ended up happening is we have developed the model that has made the dispensary cashless. So we use smart card technology that comes out of Europe, and basically the patient adds value to that card. They then go through the regular process like they would in a regular dispensary. They can look at the medicine, they can smell it, they can sniff it, they can see it on an amplified TV screen, they can make sure it's the quality of medicine that they want. And once they make a decision about that, the patient, and only the patient, then is able to go to a machine, and from that machine we dispense the medicine. The patient then can open the medicine, they can look at what they're getting, but they have the confidence that nobody who's presumably ill has been smelling the medicine, touching the medicine, looking at the medicine, and in fact what they're getting is what they're paying for. So we're very excited about that. We're excited as well because even under federal law, where the crime occurs, where a patient has exchanged money for medicine, under the Elements model, that never occurs. So we're really excited about that.
That's great. And is there still an opportunity for applicants for dispensaries to still kind of work with Elements as is it a franchise at that point?
It's a license. The reason it's a licensing agreement, unlike a franchise, a McDonald's franchise, for example, you know the French fries are on the left and the milkshake is right in front of you. They're yummy. But in the Elements model, which has lots of yummy things as well, the nice thing about it is you still can bring your personality, whatever is important to you, like we were just talking about. If you want a classroom, if you're an acupuncturist, whatever it is that makes it uniquely a Marla item or a Marla dispensary, you can still do that under the Elements model. What we've done is just bringing the technology in as a supporting role for you to be able to develop your business the way you want to develop your business. But the nice thing is you as an owner aren't worried about cash in a cash register, and you're not worried about jars of medicine on a shelf that definitely are rife for potential theft, for potential employee pilferage, just for potential problems. You're not going to have that because no employee collects money and no patient or employee is giving medicine to patient out of a jar.
So now how does that work with the state and all the rules and the regulations with inventory in the morning when you open up, and at night it's got to be totally controlled because it's in a sealed vending machine, correct?
It is absolutely controlled, and you as the owner would make a decision of who has access to that machine. The machine has no key to it. You can remotely deactivate the machine if an employee quit on you, etc. So consequently, the inventory tracking is literally down to the gram because we know what went into the machine, we know what came out of the machine. Any of our excess medicine or medicine that's dated goes into a kitchen, totally inventory controlled and tracked. All of our medicine is barcoded, so not only would the state be able to see what was actually sold in the dispensary, but they will know from 6 months earlier what was grown by the dispensary that grew it. So consequently, it follows it all the way from not only sale to seed, but cradle to grave. So we really are following the medicine all the way through.
That's great. So now how can we get a hold of you if we're a caregiver, patient, or we want to apply with the Element seal of approval?
Absolutely. We've got some phenomenal business plans that we're putting together and customizing for the applicants. We're very excited about what, particularly our security, our inventory tracking, our patient keeping. Listen, we knew the state would like anything that's not collecting cash and doesn't have pot on the shelves, and that's the way they see it. So what was important was the patients could appreciate it, because if you do good for the patients, you'll do well for yourself. And so consequently, what we've been able to do is put that together. But they can contact us. They can go to www.elementsaz.org. They can certainly stop into the collective. We are on Weed Maps as well, so they can see everything that we have to offer. And we invite them to come in for a tour. And if they're a patient, they can get a free edible when they come in. So they always like to do that.
Oh, yeah. And she's got some great edibles. I was just there last week, and her facility is beautiful. Ingrid, thank you so much for taking the time with us today, and good luck to you.
And thank you so much. And Marla, I'm so excited about all you're doing, and we're loving to have you in the industry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for watching.